So, kalamai I au means please forgive me if I do something wrong. So, forgiveness is very important in the Hawaiian tradition, because when something happens that you don't like, and you have this kind of going on with these other people, then what can happen is that you still continue to feel this and they've completely forgotten the event or forgotten you exist even. But you're still carrying this So the Hawaiians say that if you forgive that event or that person, not for what they did, but for not being the person you wanted them to be, then you can let that go. And the more you let go, the easier your life becomes, and you're no longer carrying things around with you. So, for example, there was a story of two Hawaiian monks, and they were walking through Hawaii, and this particular occasion they'd taken vows not to speak to women, and they were coming along to this path, and there was this stream, but the stream was in flood. It was a bit like now, there's lots of rain, and this old woman was stood by the side of the river, and the young monk was ahead because he was fitter and what have you, and he marched forward, and he said to the lady said to him, "Could you please help me across? I need to get across to the side because my daughter's in labour and she's about to give birth and I need help." And because he'd taken this vows, the young monk kind of went, and just marched on along. But the older monk came along, and he heard the story of the woman, and he picked her up on his back and carried her over to the other side. And she said, "Oh, thank you very much, thank you very much." She was very, very grateful for that. And so the young monk and the old monk carried on, but the young monk was kind of getting more and more angry as he was marching along and marching along. And they basically said to him, so when they eventually came to a halt, the older monk said to the younger monk, so tell me, what is it that's troubling you, my son? And the young monk said, "Well, not only did you break this vow that we're not allowed to talk to him, but you even picked her up. How on earth can you do that?" And the older monk said, "Well, I put that lady down some miles ago, but I can see that you were still carrying her." So how many things are you still carrying in your life that you don't need and you can let go?